Hi guys, welcome back to InfosecTrain. My name is Divyani and today we have Mr. Ashish with us. He's a cybersecurity expert and a trainer at InfosecTrain. Hi Ashish, how are you doing?
Hi Devyani, hi everyone. I'm good, thank you.
Well, authentication is quite a common word that we hear in general, but there are various concerns and doubts regarding this. So Mr. Ashish will address these concerns today. So Ashish, what is authentication?
So authentication is what, like let's say I'm telling all of you that I'm Ashish Dhani. How you will uh, tell that I am the real one? I'm the real one who is working at InfosecTrain. So you will have to get my documents, you will have to get my passports and all those things. So same like that, authentication is what? It is an act of validating that a person is the same person who he is claiming to be. So let's say anyone is claiming that they are like like something else and celebrity. So everyone will know that they are not a celebrity. That kind of thing, right? Like we do every day, we authenticate ourselves, right? We authenticate to our laptops, right? So whenever we open our laptop, we enter a password. We all do that. So what is that? We are authenticating ourselves to our Windows or Mac or Linux, right? Same like that, whenever we need to withdraw money from the ATM, we swipe our card, then we enter the PIN. That is also a kind of authentication, right? So authentication is authenticating the user if that is the legit person or not. So this is what your authentication is.
Okay, and what are the types of authentication?
See, we have different kinds of authentication, like we have multi-factor authentications, we have two-factor authentications, we have certificate-based authentications, biometric authentications, username and password authentications, right? So, authentications depend upon the factors that we have, right? So, factors means authentication factors means what things you will use. Now, the things that you are using, what we have, like the factors, let me tell you the factors as well. Something you know, something you have. Something you know means your PIN or password. Something you have, your access token or any card, right? Somewhere you are, somewhere you are not. Something you do, these kinds of things, your behavior things, like where you are present, where your GPS location is, and something you do, what kind of, like if we talk about keyloggers, so what kind of typing you do you type really fast, or do you press the buttons really hard, or do it with ease, those kinds of things. So on those factors we have different kinds of authentication. Let's say we are talking about the ATM again. So in ATMs we first swipe our card and then enter the pin. So we are using two factors, something you know, something you have, right? So that is what, that is your two-factor authentication, and it also is a part of multi-factor authentication. So these are the kinds of authentications.
Okay. And there's a very common question that people have, which is what is the common difference between authentication and authorization?
See, as I said, authentication, you are validating a user, right? So let's say we are working in an organization and we are authenticating a user. User gets in the morning, user gets to his device and logs in. The user is authenticated. That is authentication. You have password authentication. You get one-time passwords, one-time pins. That is also authentication. Biometrics. You use fingerprint in your mobile phones. That is also authentication. Now, authorization is what? What kind of privileges a particular user has? What kinds of permissions? Now, I logged into my device. Now, what kind of things I can use inside the organization. Like if I am a web developer, I can use web servers. If I am a database engineer, I can use databases, right? So a web developer will need the permission of database engineer to use our database. And the database engineer never will be, he will be never needing the access to web server. So he does not have anything to do with this web server. So he will never get a permission for the web server. So that is the thing around our authorization and authentication. Authorization means what kinds of permission a particular user has. So
Okay.
this is the difference between both of these.
Okay. Thank you for your time, Ashish. So you guys, if you want to know more about authentication, you can check out our courses at www.infosectrain.com. See you guys in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.